In this video, I'm going to be building my God Squad in Season 5 NBA 2K23 My Team and just buying my team back from selling it before Season 5 did drop. As you guys probably know, if you did watch my video where I sold my entire team to prepare for Season 5, I told you guys that I would maybe make a separate video going over me actually building my squad back. As you guys can see, my team right now really isn't the best. It definitely needs a whole new upgrade to pretty much every single position except for like maybe a couple. So in this video, I'll be buying a whole new different team and basically just going through my process of what players I do want to buy. So the first card I do want to talk about is going to be from the Season 3, and that's going to be Pink Diamond D-Rob. He should be a decent amount cheaper, which is honestly a little bit surprising that he actually has gone up in price, which makes no sense. He was about 50,000 MT yesterday when the new D-Rob dropped, but for some reason now he's up to 60,000 MT. That makes literally no sense because his dark matter version just came out. That makes literally no sense to me, but I will be picking up D-Rob. Do I maybe go for the dark matter version? I feel like that's a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But the first player we'll talk about then is gonna be Vince Carter, because I really do want to get this card. Like, I want to see how much he's going for. Obviously the bid cards will take me probably a little bit to get. I'll pay like what, 170 for a 19 hot Vince Carter, kind of what I want to pay. I think I'll pay like 175 at the most. I'm just gonna go put a 175k bid in and see if I get him. This probably isn't the best way to actually buy cards, because there's like a much smarter way where you wait till like the last second and then purchase them. And maybe I should have gone for this one right behind him, because it is only, yeah, maybe I should have bid on this one. I think I might have just overpaid, but whatever, man. I'm not really too worried about it. We got 1.9 million MT because I did actually pull dark matter Tracy McGrady, which now I kind of wish I kept because mine only sold for 700,000 MT. And you can see this card is now going for like 800, 900,000 MT. So I honestly should have held on to my T-Mac and would have been able to make a lot more MT. But what I'm kind of thinking about doing first is really just finishing my shooting guard position. I like Ray Allen. I still think he's a second best shooting guard in the game, obviously behind T-Mac. But then obviously I do want to upgrade Paul Pierce. And I think Vince Carter would be an amazing shooting guard to have off the bench. I'm honestly happy that I got outbid because I do want to go for the Vince Carter behind him and see if I can get that one. So let me just go put a bid really quick on this one and just put like a 125k bid, even though I'm not going to get him, right? Let me just put like 125,000 MT just so I know that I'm kind of bidding on him. I'll put like 130, even though I'll probably have to pay more for him. I think he'll be a great shooting guard to kind of have off the bench. Now, I do want to focus on getting, you know, a better power forward. I think he is pretty good, but I honestly want to move him to the bench, and I'm looking at getting either Jokic or Dirk, and I'm not 100% sure who I want to go with. I kind of want to go with Jokic because I feel like he's honestly more fun to use, so I'll put in a bid for Jokic and see if we can get him. Like I said, I'll have to come back to that in 5 minutes. So D-Rob, he's on the table as well. Obviously his Pink Diamond version. I'm not sure if I want to go for his dark matter. I mean, if I can get him for cheap, maybe, but I just feel like it's a little bit too much MT to invest in, you know, at this time of the year. So the first two cards I'm definitely going to be purchasing is going to be Vince Carter and Jokic to kind of finish off my shooting guard and my power forward position. So that's pretty much good. And then for my power forwards, I might honestly just keep Walker Kessler as my backup center and then go with D-Rob at the starting center position. I feel like that's probably the smartest thing to do. Maybe we'll upgrade Walker Kessler, but for now, I'm going to keep him at the backup center. Now, for backup point guard, there is a lot of different options to go with. I was kind of thinking about going with Denny Ajvia, or however you say his last name, because I think he's actually a pretty good card, and I think he'll actually be really fun to use, but I've heard that he's gone up in price a lot recently. Looks like he's dropped a little bit down to like 40k, so let me go look for Denny and see how much he's going for. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, are you guys going to be building your squad back in Season 5, and let me know what players you guys are looking to buy, and let me know what you guys think about my squad, and maybe some other suggestions, and like a different way you guys would go about building the squad. I'm just kind of going, you know, with what cards I like to use, you know, me personally, that I do think are good. I think Denny's about maybe just under 40,000 MT. He's actually going to be closer to 35, which I think is a really good price tag. And I feel like with Vince Carter and Tim Thomas being on my bench, I feel like he'll be really good, obviously, next to those two cards as well. So yeah, I'm going to pick up this Denny here actually for 34,000 MT, and it's going to be a hollow version as well. So that's kind of cool. We'll obviously send him to our collection, and he should be a really nice backup point guard to run. I did like using James Harden, but I feel like off the bench, I feel like Denny Ajvia is actually probably a better option, because I'm going to go with Vince Carter here and then have Tim Thomas at my backup small forward spot, because I'll show you guys who I'm going to be getting at the small forward position. So I feel like, you know, having another ball handler at the point guard spot, I really don't need that if I'm going to have Vince Carter and Tim Thomas as well. But the next two things I really want to focus on getting is making sure that I do win this Vince Carter and do win this Jokic as well. So that's kind of the next thing I'm going to be showing you guys, is basically just me winning these two cards and then obviously adding them to the team. So we got just under 10 seconds here for Vince Carter, and I think I'm going to put a bid of 165. I think I'll get him honestly for less than this, but but I'm just going to put 165,000 MT, make sure with 1 second left. And yeah, I think we might have got him for honestly 140. So I put a bit of 165 and we're only going to get 10,000 MT back. So we got him for about 155,000 MT, which I feel like is not bad for Vince Carter. We obviously got to make sure we get Jokic in 50 seconds, but I feel like for the backup shooting guard spot, 150,000 MT for Vince Carter is going to be a really good pickup. And I think my two shooting guards are completely good. Like Ray Allen and Vince Carter, you can make an argument that's the second best and the third best shooting guard in the game, obviously behind the Dark Matter T-Mac. And how many people are really going ahead and purchasing that T-Mac? Not too many people. So now let's wait 30 seconds and see how much we can get Jokic for. Once again, I think I'll probably get Jokic for less than 150,000 MT, but I'm just going to put a bid of 150 to make sure that we do get the cards. 1 second left, and let's go ahead and bid. And do we get him for 126? So I put a bid of 150. And I'm pretty sure if my math's correct, I think we just got him for 126 or 127,000 MT, which is a really good price for debatably a top 3 power forward. He's probably not top 3 anymore. He's probably top 4 or top 5, but still a really good price tag for my starting power forward. And I think he's going to be really good next to that Pink Diamond D-Rob. But to kind of round off our starting lineup, you know, with obviously D-Rob, we do need to get a new small forward. And I'm definitely going to be going for the new Spicy P. He's one of my favorite cards in real life, or one of my favorite players in real life, I should say, because he does play on the Raptors. And I'm a huge Raptors fan, so want to add Siakam to the squad. Is he a better small forward than Tim Thomas? I don't believe so, but I do think the pairing, you know, of Russell Westbrook, Ray Allen, and Siakam is better than Ray Allen, Russ, and Tim Thomas, because we don't really have that much defense, and Pascal can definitely be kind of our lockdown defender. I mean, it's not like Ray and Russ are terrible defenders, but it's just nice to have, you know, a kind of a lockdown defender, you know, at the starting small forward position. And we also do have, you know, Jokic at power forwards. That's another source of offense as well. So I think Pascal's about 40,000 MT, kind of somewhere in this price tag. I think a lot of these new Radiant Galaxy Opals are really good for their price tag. You know, Joe Johnson, Danny Ajvia, Pascal Siakam, I think are all really good for how much MT they do go for. So only 37,000 MT for our starting small forward. And then once we get D-Rob at the starting center position, that will be our starting lineup complete. And then talking about the bench, I think we're pretty much good to go. I mean, like I said, I might look to get a better backup center, but I feel like after get D-Rob, this team is going to be pretty much complete. Like, we did make a huge upgrade to the squad overall. So let me just go look at D-Rob. I'll probably overpay for him a little bit. Like I said, I could have got him for like 45 to 50,000 MT, and I'm honestly kind of confused why his Pink Diamond has gone this much up in price. Like, the lowest you can find D-Rob for right now is like 65,000 MT, which is ridiculous to be paying for his Pink Diamond version. So I guess I'll overpay by like, you know, 10, 15,000 MT. I'm not really too fussed about it. I'll just go buy that one for like 66,000. I think it does have like 3 Hall of Fame badges extra. So, or should I do this one or the other one? I'm not exactly sure. How much does this one go for? 83,000. Yeah, I'm not paying 83,000. Yeah, I guess I'll just do the 66,000 one. I'm not really too fussed about, you know, maybe getting it for 20,000 MT cheaper. I'll just buy this one for, I guess, a decent price for D-Rob. I think it's a little bit of an overpay, but just to round off the squad for the video, I think this team is honestly really good. I might need a better backup center. Like I said, I could go after a different center if I wanted to, like maybe Marcus Gasol, but I think Walker Kessler for now. I locked in the set, so I might as well use him and get some sort of value out of him. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my new squad, and maybe even give it a rating out of 10. For me personally, I think it's probably like an 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10. I think it's a solid squad. Definitely nowhere near the best team in the game, but you got a lot of really good players, you know, like Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Tim Thomas, you know, Jokic is really good, Russ, Denny, like a lot of very good cards in the game, especially all really good value cards in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about my team in the comment section down below for season 5. Definitely gonna have a lot of fun using the squad in Unlimited, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.